I'm BRC. Can't you tell? Can't you see? I hate this NBC News special report. I mean, they're talking about the Pope, but the problem is, I think the Catholic Church is in trouble. Not currently, but they were. Are you fucking serious? It's on the other channel, too. I want to watch Studio Free. Come on. Can I just go to the CW? Or no? Let me see here. No, sometimes it's on the CW. Of course.
The problem is, can they keep him healthy? And they've done so by ensuring that he has protection up front. So now that you have protection up front, and now that you have these two receivers on the outside,
let me see something real quick. I know how to get it on Studio Free. Free Roku. So hello there. It is 11:05 a.m. Yeah. Suck it. I'm awesome, and you, Shane Storm, suck. It makes my blood boil that he's still alive. It also makes my blood boil that other people that I hate are still alive. If I had a gun, I would shoot them all. Dead. My enemies, but I can't. Wish I could, though, because it'd be fucking awesome. I know what would probably happen if I shot them and then got away with it, but still, at least then, my mission would be complete, now wouldn't it? Now, where's the SAZ on here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is also the road to the Charleston Sternwell Regatta. And then it shows Goldie Auto, which had the most annoying commercial, and just waiting for Studio Free to come back on. I was talking to my dad earlier about that insomnia cookies. I think the other thing is, he said that cookie place looks interesting. I've heard about them before. I said, I'm doing good, making videos about my road to the Charleston Sternwell Regatta this year, 2025. I hope it does better than Crumble Cookie Show. See, I think the problem is with Crumble Cookie is they hired children to work. And also, my dad said that would probably be the case. Yeah, if you're going to charge big money, it better be a cookie that tastes good. You can't get anywhere else. Yeah, it better. Yeah. See, that's what my dad said. See. Yeah, and also, if you're gonna hire people, make sure they're of age too. If I remember right. Yeah, I think another problem is, hold on a minute. Another problem is that Crumble Cookie expanded too quickly too. as like other businesses. Goldie Auto, huh? Come on, I want to get back to the actual. Come on. Let's see what else I can find here. Yeah, today I don't know what I'm doing. Should go out somewhere earlier. It's kind of hard to walk through this area, Scott Depot. I need to start doing yoga again. Soda still tastes good. Yeah, soda still tastes good. So does some liquor drinks. Unlike that, I deleted the video of that one guy trying different alcohols on YouTube because he was doing it as a challenge. Very much. Now I need a drink. Yes, now I need a drink from the soda stream thing.
Enjoy the freshness of Febreze plug-in. Oh, pizza! We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn power sets. It'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
A long ass time ago,
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99%
a lot of people got mad at me at a wrestling event for cussing a big old bunch.
Ducks in a row. New Dawn
Well, guess what I'm gonna start doing? Cussing even more the next time. Next time I'm gonna cuss. If I see something wrong at a wrestling event, I don't care if it's part of the show or not.
Repatha is contraindicated in patients with a history of serious
If I see something done wrong,
if signs or symptoms occur.
like cyberbullying, which I will call them out for it, I will cuss them out like a goddamn sailor.
Injection site reactions. Repatha.
Let that be known.
Consumers with their financial best. To do that, you need really strong partners with USP.
I'll slander their name so bad,
In the driver's seat.
I'll still get away with slander. Come on, I want to get back to Studio 3. Come on, you motherfuckers. What's that? Alcohol, pop.
Rose is your name, but when you poop it sure don't smell like rose. Your number 2 burns the hair in my nose.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What kind of stupid? I don't know. I don't know if I should say this. This is some stupid sexual cat shit.
World's best cat. For the world's best cat.
What the cat shit was that?
But I thought it was the only way I could get my
What the fuck is this?
Swiffer power.
Oh, Swiffer.
Realize that I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and it adds hundreds of strips to scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mom. Plus, it's 360-degree swivel head, things up along baseboards, and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mom.
Machine learning is advancing, but businesses wonder if some machines will keep up.
Let's welcome our new coworker, Jeff. Copier has a great idea. One of his ideas yesterday.
It's a performance issue, really.
Here's my wish, people.
People push your buttons, but you still
My wish is
Change the world of work.
if you find a coal mine and it's abandoned, or if you're at some type of place like that that's abandoned, reinvent it. But not at the coal mine. Reinvent it as an entertainment destination. Also, like for an example, make it a concert area. That's my guess. Unless if you're too dumb enough to do that. I'm not saying put the concert area in a goddamn coal mine. That'd be stupid. Put it near the coal mine. At the coal mine place. Heck, whatever the What's their deal with... Hold on a minute, let me see what... I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why is it not... This is so fucking stupid. I want to see Studio 3. It's probably because they're trying to elect a new goddamn pope. I'm sorry, but whoever the next pope is, he's gonna do bad for this world probably, or good. Still, he's part of the Catholic Church, so, you know, it doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you're the next pope or the next pope after that. It doesn't really matter who you are in that area of the church. You're still going to be viewed as a bad person, no matter if you did good or bad. Because you're part of the Catholic Church. Fucker. They don't realize what they're doing, I don't think. I'm not saying much because I'm not part of that church. I'm not really affiliated with any church. Hey, here's the thing, people. If I were to go to a Catholic church, it'd probably be the St. Patrick Catholic Church in Bancroft, West Virginia, which is a weird name for a church, but it makes sense. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I want to see Studio 3 and they're showing a bunch of dumbass commercials.
I know people push your buttons, but you still have to deliver.
I know they're trying to elect a pope. But that...
Honestly, no one wants to think about HIV, but there are things that everyone can do.
Yeah, I let that HIV go right into Shane Storm. I hope he gets HIV. I hope he gets AIDS. The problem is, though, he probably won't. I hope he gets AIDS and dies. Or I hope he gets shot like John F. Kennedy. That's what I hope. That's my only wish. Well, my only two wishes. He either gets AIDS or HIV. Or HIV or AIDS, whatever. Or he gets shot like John F. Kennedy and has half a head. And dies from having a half a head. And a brain, too. If we're being honest, he should die like John F. Kennedy. Not to say I would condone that, but but I hate Shane Storm, so I'm not going to be the one that pulled the goddamn trigger, and you can't blame me for something I didn't do. Now, I may have said this, but it doesn't really fucking matter if I said it or not. A long time ago, if I said this, it would have been perfectly okay on Facebook if I typed this down. And if someone ever blackmail me, guess what I'm going to say? You're fake. You're not going to do a goddamn thing. If they do blackmail me for real, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see them try. Including Shane Storm, because he'll be dead if he blackmails me. I'll make sure he's dead. I'll make sure he cries like a little bitch. The bitch that he is, you know. Till wait. We have a better chance of Shane Storm dying than me dying. Shane Storm doesn't know what he's done. Because he got CTE. I don't think he realizes what I'm going to do to him. because where he's a pedophile, you know. I blocked his ass because he's a pedophile. And you should too. You should not be friends with Shane Thorne, but yet some of you are supporting a pedophile. A pedophile that also cyberbullied me, called me names like the gay F word, called me names like a goddamn racist, and also called me a nihilist. You know who really is a nihilist in all this? The pedophile, the racist, is Shane Storm. I got him and Rocky Rage. I know where they both live, too. Unless they move right now. I am telling you, I got their addresses down on the computer. I'm not gonna dox them. That'd be stupid of me. Now what I'm gonna do is go to their house one day and say, don't ever fuck with me or my feelings again, because you're a fuck. Fuck. Also, as for the one that told me to calm down at a wrestling event, that told me to turn down the damn language, you turn down the damn language, you Trump supporting piece of shit. I'm not giving out names. He also had the same last name as me, but I'm not related to him. We have better chances of me being related to John Cena than him, that Chan Man guy. I don't know what else to tell you about on this rant. I think this does become a ranting video now. If it were up to me, but of course it's not. I can't tell him otherwise. I want to be friends with the Chan Man, but it's kind of hard to be friends with somebody that you don't have, even though you had the same last name, okay? Remember that you all had the same damn last name. This guy had the same last name as me. But we are not related. And let me tell you something. I like where he's a Trump supporter. I'm in the middle. I want to keep it in the middle of the damn road, the center. Because the problem is, he has said he supported Trump. I have supported the middle. And let me tell you why. It's because some of the, both of the parties, okay, let's put it this way, or most of both of the parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, the major parties here in the United States, okay, put it this way, people, both of them, it doesn't matter what party they are, and a live politician is stupid, but there's no better politician. There's no better politician than a dead politician, I think is how the saying goes. There's no better politician than a dead one. Or something like that. Just remember that, people. Of course, you may think I'm crazy. I am crazy to some extent. But I'm not crazy about Shane Storm. I'm just, mad that he joined wrestling just to cyberbully the shit out of me. I don't care what y'all think. And I don't care what Madison thinks of me. I don't want to. You know, the funny thing is, they fucked her cousin. They fucked her cousin, and they fucked her sister. So, who's in the wrong with that? They probably even fucked her father and mother, too. Who knows? Called, you know, Boone County. Good thing. Good thing, you know, I don't have my cousins or family living out in Boone County. Good thing I'm not living in Boone County, because guess what? I would have blew up the place if I had to live in Boone County. Good thing I still live in Putnam County. Boone County sucks dick for money. And not in a good way either. I could go all day or all morning on this. You know, I'm just not going to do all morning of not seeing Studio 3. You know, which is stupid. Now I'm on YouTube. One time I was watching like I said, I was watching a British show. And then I guess one of the other cops did get this one FBI agent arrested a cop because, and then because she killed another cop, and then the one the song or killed the sheriff, and then the music started playing, and then it said on the ringer, "I shot the sheriff." Yeah, I thought that was funny as fuck. I laughed so hard at that British drama crime show. I thought it was funny. It's on BritBox. I forget what show it was. I had to let you know it's on BritBox. I'm looking at BritBox right now. I think we got a year subscription to this. Let me find it real quick. Oh, it's called Death in Paradise, I think. The Jonathan Ross show. Huh, never heard. But then again, these are British shows. What's new? Is there Mr. Bean on here? Mr. Bean. I'm just wondering. Douglas is canceled. What? Douglas is canceled. Mock the week. Huh. But it's like the week, weekend, weekday, not like the other week. That'd be stupid if it was. Casualty, question time. I remember there was this one British show called $1 Million Critic. Let me see if $1 Million Critic is on here. Yeah, it was. I forget what his name was, but he's a he was a respected Giles Corrin. He was a well-respected food critic until he got into controversy. He's like Jamie Oliver, not Gordon Ramsay. Jamie Oliver of the food critic world. If I had to explain to you. And then he had a YouTube channel too. Of course, on that YouTube channel, he was saying that YouPorn was better than YouTube. Well, no shit, YouPorn is porn. And YouTube is YouTube. Oh man, now where was I? Oh yeah, $1 Million Critic. Let's see here. Well, it doesn't show it on here. You know what though, people? I want to see if there's a food show on here. I'm just wondering. Let me see here. I know one time I think it was one of the world's strongest men, Eddie Hall, had a food show on the Food Network, which was also a British show. You know, would it be under lifestyle? Yeah, it would. I think. American Gardens, Gordon Ramsay. Hey, look, Gordon Ramsay's British shows. Don't see much of the cooking on there. There's like only a very few. What's the travel one? Up in the air. I tell you what's up in the air. The Pope being elected right now. Unless they elected one. You know what else I think, people? I think that, going back to you porn, and porn, actually I'm not telling you to look up porn, remember that, but there is a porn star named D. Williams. That's pretty much it of that. Let me go back to YouTube. Fast food is trying to kill you. Well, no shit. Let me look at the Papa Meat channel. Yeah, I was watching him earlier. People. How long have we been on here for? 27 minutes and still no video other than the news. Except it just showed commercials. Probably because they... And I'm telling you this right now. I like Ebcv, but I don't like it when NBC does a special report interrupting the program. You see what I'm trying to say here? I thought it would show it on, you know, Roku, but I guess not. Yeah, no ding, motherfucker.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Come on and sit down because today we're talking about fast food. Everyone likes fast food. I mean, who doesn't, right?
Well, no, McDonald's is suckish.
You're one of those people who use
Now it is.
charcuterie board, cheese. And don't get me wrong, I know that every time I visit a fast food restaurant, I'm
KFC.
death inside of me. You think I don't get that? I mean, look at America. Obesity's on the rise. Hell, it's been on the rise. I think it's just that's the trend. That's the upswing. It's not even an upswing. It's just going to rise. It's a mountain that we're always climbing, much like Sisyphus.
Unless something happened between now and 2030. Nice.
Think I got that with salads? Think I got that with a big glass of water?
No.
And it's gotten so bad that it almost feels like these fast food restaurants are just at a point where they're trying to kill us. I mean, does anyone remember the KFC Double Down? The concept of Double Down was, let's make a chicken sandwich. Here's the kicker. There's no bread. It's just more fried chicken as the bread. It's with cheese, bacon, and along with it as well is gravy nays. And I gotta say, it was so good. I loved it so much. Just want to put that out there. It was great, but at the same time, your chest hurts and your arm feels numb. Or we can talk about the Hardee's Monster Thick Burger, which touted itself as the 1,400-calorie burger with 2 quarter-pound beef patties with bacon, cheese, mayo, and buttered bread. It contained 107 grams of fat, which is more than most people should have in an entire day. You get in a sandwich and maybe you order 4 of them because they're so tasty. It makes me sleep. I have nightmares. You ever eat so much? You probably don't. You're a little skinny. All my big boys out there, all my big boys and big gals out there know. You look at that one dude. Remember back in the days, this was an infamous video. The guy took down like a whole bag of 40-count pizza rolls as fast as he could. That's one of those nights where those are feast nightmares, is what I call them. Those things are, you're rolling around, barely breathing, you're choking on your tongue.
Apparently.
And I think that these fast food chains aren't just using food to try to kill us. No. I think it goes far, far between. So today, I want to talk about all the ways fast food is trying to kill you. So let's talk about it. First, we're going to start off with a recent one. This one is spicy. The Panera Bread Charged Lemonade. Does anyone recall this? This is pretty recent. We had to talk about it because this is one of the main reasons we even wanted to make this video. Because in 2022, Panera Bread came out with a series of charged lemonades, which
that kill people.
That contain between 155 to 390 milligrams of caffeine.
Which is dangerous.
Which room was that in? Can we put cocaine in the lemonade? And just for for a quick reference, a regular cup of coffee that starts people's day has 95 milligrams. So let's go ahead and tally that up. That's what? About 5 cups of coffee in your lemonade? In your lemonade at Panera Bread. They sell soup there, okay? Now, as extreme...
Panera Bread sucks, unless until here recently.
Milligrams a day and avoid serious negative effects. You can have up to 400, okay? You're at 390. Did we really need to just, like, knock on death's door that close? Could we have not just seen it from afar? However, Panera originally did a horrible job of advertising the caffeine contents. They were being a little slippery snake with it, okay? Alongside the charged lemonade, Panera also announced something called the Unlimited Sip Club, where customers can pay a monthly fee in exchange for free refills every 2 hours across a Panera location. How do they judge that? The Sip Club comes with a membership thing that you scan. They're just like, you were just $2. You're going to have to wait the 14 minutes. This meant free refills for coffee, tea, soda, and their new charged tea.
Let me look up Panera Bread on this computer. Unless it goes down.
I'm going to get as many charged lemonades as I can. Charged tea and charged lemonades. So not only were they poorly advertising a dangerously caffeinated drink, but people were encouraged through the program to get refills often, to an extent of putting a 2-hour cap on it. It's been 3. I have to go. It's been 3 hours. I have to go back and get my refill.
Okay, it looks a little bit better menu, but
Who would know?
Unless I saw you.
if I go back to Panera Bread, it's gonna be weird.
The Sip Club. Unfortunately, this led to the death of 2 people from 2022 to 2023. In 2022, 21-year-old Sarah Katz purchased a cup of charged lemonade only to go into cardiac arrest hours later during a friend's birthday party. You imagine showing up to the event with a fucking Panera cup and that's the cause of death? That's insane. She was an Ivy League student with a congenital heart condition called long QT syndrome, which raises the risk of heart problems due to irregular heart rhythms. Her friend and roommate Victoria Conroy reported that Sarah was very aware of what she put in her body to avoid health complications, especially with caffeine. If it dealt with caffeine, she was like, I have to research it. She stated that, quote, if Sarah had known how much caffeine this was, she never would have touched it with a 10-foot pole. Little Grinch shout out there. Her family is currently pursuing a wrongful death lawsuit based on the drink's dangerous contents and lack of warnings, which, to be fair, justifiable. You can't get, if you have a charged lemonade with 390 milligrams of caffeine in it, and it's just like, welcome to summer. There's nothing to allure that it's like, this is a pick-me-up drink. Do you think they were just trying to get people buzzed? Get them like, oh, when I drink that, it's crazy. I feel like wouldn't people just associate that with a sugar high, though?
Well, there's that famous video of the girl shaking. She's like, I didn't know there was this much caffeine.
Huh. Panera Bread has gotten better with their menu. Damn good.
Miss Brown suffered cardiac arrest after consuming 3 charged lemonades from Panera.
Damn. Who does that?
3 of them? Come on, man. I was gonna say, after the first one, you have to feel something.
Boy, you'd be like, God damn, that was good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was chasing the dragon on that one, wasn't he? Sitting there, he's just like, ooh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking now.
Yeah, I got Bang and Celsius in the refrigerator, but I don't want to drink it because last time okay, let's put it this way. The last time I tried Bang, it tasted good, but yeah, it almost put me down. Yeah. First, I had all the energy. I haven't tried Celsius, but I'm going to tell you another one. Bang had all the energy and it said it wouldn't make you crash. Or was that G Fuel? I can't remember. Either one of the two or both, I can't remember, made me crash. I'm not joking, people.
Is that even relevant? Okay.
The regular show intro.
To avoid energy drinks due to his high blood pressure, but had ingested the charged lemonade only days before dying from cardiac arrest. Another wrongful death lawsuit was filed, and now Panera has completely stopped the sale of charged lemonades. No shit, dude. That is stuff that you don't anywhere on your sign where it's just like, this gets you like jazzed up lemonade. It's just charged lemonade. What does that even mean? If you look at the photos too, the charged lemonade is just tucked right at the top. You're like, oh, okay, lemonade. Oh, it's a mango citrus drink, you know?
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? It's so
blends
deceptive.
in.
Yeah. Well, how many fucking Chipotles have I been to where there's just like frescas and these exact juice? You're just like, oh, I thought it was just juice. So both of these people were probably
I'm just seeing how much it costs. Panera Bread for this bacon mac and cheese bread bowl, which is 1,190 calories, you know. Continue at the gas. I don't want to join my Panera right yet until I figure it out. Figure it out.
Or we could talk about Long John's The Big Catch Meal.
Yeah.
13. The Center for Science and the Public Interest declared that Long
Fuck
John's
yeah.
The Big Catch was the worst restaurant meal in America to consume.
For your health.
Long John's just like,
What the fuck, man?
contain this: a fried haddock, a full fish, a full fried haddock, okay, hush puppies, and onion rings. When that makes it doesn't sound.
I bet they were saying, what the fuck is wrong with you?
This is a 7.5 ounce fish. And people were like, it was actually 3.5 ounces of fish and then 4 pounds of batter and oil.
What the fuck?
This meal was 1,300.
I'm trying to find, where is the...
Which is 2 weeks worth of trans fat and 3,700
Days.
milligrams of sodium.
Use my location. Okay, there's the Tay Valley one.
Oh, takes out the sip club guard. Give me my lemonade. I need it. I need it. I need it. You know, and yeah, we're talking about caffeine and people getting fucking heart attacks. But what about other kinds of biological warfare, such as the Jack in the Box E. coli outbreak? In 1993, Jack in the Box suffered a massive E. coli outbreak that affected hundreds of customers and led to 4 deaths and a 9-year-old entering a fucking coma. Okay? Which, maybe you're like, E. coli,
Did he survive?
what's that?
Or she survive?
Well, E. coli is a group of bacteria that leads to severe infections throughout the body, mainly the gut and urinary tract, which symptoms include diarrhea, vomiting, dehydration, and the potential risk of kidney failure.
Damn.
The contaminated patties were found in Idaho, California, and Nevada, and resulted in 700 infections and 4 deaths. But Brianna Keimer, the 9-year-old from Redmond, Washington, developed hemolytic uremic syndrome, a condition that damages and inflames blood cells in your body, creating clots that can damage bodily organs. She became emaciated and jaundiced, and her condition worsened over time, and she started to bleed from every orifice before falling into a long coma. Her eyes, ears, mouth,
$10 fucking dollars. Well, actually, I guess it makes sense.
She had a Hardee's burger. Man, to go out on more of a burger too.
$10.68 for this bacon mac and cheese bread bowl. Nice.
And to have it all go out on a Jack in the Box burger. They're not even known for burgers. Everyone's just like, but wait for tacos. Well, what the f is Jack in the Box? Also, I hate that logo, the mascot.
You don't like Jack?
I don't like Jack. This video is sponsored by PDS Day. The new year is a new time to make a fresh start. Make 2025 the year you get out of debt. Whether that's credit card debt, personal
Hey, what
loans,
now?
collections, or medical bills. Let PDS Debt find a personalized solution for you. If you're currently struggling with debt, making payments every month, but balances don't seem to be going down, PDS Debt may be here to help. Everyone $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies. And the best part is, there's no minimum credit score required. Save more while paying off your debt in just a
I like that VHS like static, you know. That's funny. I don't know how he did that. I think he used it. There we go. I was about to say, why the VHS mode? Or the VCR, the static old TV. I love that.
$15.6 million settlement, as well as several millions for other victims of the outbreak, which resulted in a $160 million loss for Jack in the Box. And I'll say this, you might say, well, E. coli, that's an accident. Papa meat, that's an accident. It happens. You know what? How do we know old Jack didn't want to spice things up? I have a weird theory sometimes. I feel like these restaurants do shit like this, so that their names are in the press.
Uh-oh. Imagine that imagine that was the case. They would get so fucking roasted like a motherfucker. I'm just saying.
I have a weird theory sometimes. I feel like these restaurants do shit like this, so then their names are in the press.
I don't like that.
They say even the negative. Remember when Peter Pan peanut butter? Everyone's like, oh, you can't eat that because it'll can kill you. Back in the day, it's peanut butter. I wonder if that happened around that time. Their sales skyrocketed.
Because everybody wanted to see if it don't.
I'm looking at their current lemonades, people, and I don't.
These corporations are evil.
I'm trying to see if it's got the caffeine in it, but it's saying different so far. See ingredients.
Famous cases in the industry, such as
Caffeine 0 milligrams. Okay, that's better.
79-year-old Stella Lieback suffered 3-degree burns.
Looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
Now that you know exactly what I'm talking about, this is a big one. And I don't want anybody to be trying to roll this old woman with shaky hands.
For the bookings of green now. This Jordan Edition renovation.
Viewer ad breaks for this long video.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through.
I want to join my Panera.
To improve your credit and savings.
Just in case, maybe. I don't know.
Way too many. Into a Credit Karma.
Get rewarded
You can count on.
instantly, huh? Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, eBay.
At Penn Station, your ears may hear. And your craving ears.
Penn Station's cheesesteak, fresh grilled to order and served melty, straight from the oven along with a big order of
Oh, we gotta do the password. Let's do blah, 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 blah,
After Stacey
blah.
customized her channel lineup on Sling, she felt like she could rewrite the rules. She'd start with something small, like the rules of space and time. She'd bend reality to her whim. Stacey's eyes were open. Sling did that.
You're not getting my password.
She spilled the coffee on herself. She did, but maybe the coffee was too goddamn hot. Because while attempting to add cream and sugar with the drink held between her legs, it spilled
$5
resulting in
unlocked.
severe burns on 16%
How?
of her body. That's a tiny woman. Well, yeah, also they're just like, if I take the radius, Stella, that's 16% of your body. Good enough to see your belly button and your upper thighs. I want to say, too, I always forget that she was adding it in between her legs. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Especially old woman thighs. You know she's not doing it. What the pussy exercise?
Oh, I was gonna say jogging. It's not jogging.
Whatever. You know she's not doing that, dude. She's loosey-goosey down there. Weak pelvis.
Kegels.
Kegels. She's not doing Kegels. So for her to, like, I can keep balance of it. It was instant disaster. Not only did the boiling coffee also land on her genitals, burn up, see? But the layer of skin on the affected areas burned off entirely. She was hospitalized and required skin grafts, which she refused to pay.
Now what?
See, this is where you're kind of like, you're holding it between your legs. Okay, whatever. She aimed at McDonald's front the medical costs, but was insulted with a measly $800 on the $20,000 she requested to settle her lawsuit. That is a spit in the face, to be fair. McDonald's is just like, we'll give you $800. She's like, what? Can you not just fork me over 20, dude? McDonald's coffee was proven to be up to 190 degrees, which was several degrees higher than the typical fast food coffee. Through this, she was able to win her case and was awarded $160,000 on top of losing McDonald's $2.7 million in punitive damages. And that's also why every cup on Earth has caution hot on it now. Because if they would have had that, then they would have been like, we fucking told you it was hot. Also, like a couple degrees hotter. I mean, I hate to say it, you can kind of side with McDonald's on that one.
Yeah.
It would be different if she grabbed it. Here's your hot coffee, old woman. Thank you. And then she grabs it, and then she's like, and then it spills because it's so hot when she grabs it's so hot. I couldn't. She was like, I need it now. She puts it in her legs, and then for some reason she fucking like spazzes out and it spills all over herself. I don't know. She didn't do it on purpose. Burn off her lips, everything else, upper thighs and belly button and stuff, and she's just like, I'm not showboating anybody. I'm already dead. Yeah, this is the moneymaker, not that. I'm already dead. I'm out the door. Grandma, will you go burn yourself at McDonald's to pay for my college? Yes. That's just it. Fuck McDonald's. We can talk about Burger King man slips and sues. Because in 2023, a 48-year-old Florida man won a slip and fall case that became the biggest in all of Florida history. Richard Telecki slipped on a wet foreign substance in a Burger King bathroom in 2019. There's a foreign substance. We don't want to talk about it. What's the substance? Just tell me. suffering severe back injuries from the fall. He required surgery, but during this process suffered a perforated colon. Once again, that's just unhappy the airbag deployed. He found himself under serious emotional and financial struggles, no longer being fit to work in his condition. And a lawsuit was filed to Burger King, as he felt it was unjust for him to front $130,000 in medical bills. I mean, that would be too, if I'm just like, there was a foreign substance. I don't know what the that was. It was invisible on the floor. You know, there's a dead alien covered in ectoplasm on the floor. I didn't know what I was doing. Eventually, he was offered $200,000 to settle, but denied this, believing that Burger King deserved a bigger loss for their clear negligence. And Burger King was ultimately found 100% at fault for the incident. Attaboy, Richard. And in order to compensate Telecky for past, present, and future harm, he walked away with $7.81 million. Here's the thing. You know what? Put a disclaimer up there. Don't do this word. I'm actually saying I'm joking 100%. Unironically, go into a bathroom, slip and fall, and sue the out of the company. Everyone go to an Olive Garden and just start tripping. There's wine on the floor. That's what you need to do. Operation Olive Garden. Everyone go into an Olive Garden, trip us somewhere, and say you fell in some red wine, and then cut me in on 20% of the profit. It's fair. 20%? It's not bad, dude. It's illegal. Is this illegal what I'm doing?
Not if it's a joke in Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just joking. Don't actually go there and like slip and fall and scream in pain, like really sell it. Have them call an ambulance, because if they call, then they're at fault because you didn't call, they did because they're that afraid for you. But don't do it. Oh, we're gonna talk about the KFC salmonella lawsuit. This is bound to happen, dude. One of these chicken chains getting salmonella. Come on now. Also, whoever invented the word salmonella, wow, there's some stupid word. Does that have anything to do with fish? Salmon?
I think of more of like a salamander.
Does it have anything to do with the salamander? That made it so much wrong. I thought it was a salamander. Is that not what they're cooking? Is that not what the Colonel's cooking? In 2005, multiple people were hospitalized after ingesting a Twister chicken wrap from KFC. What the is a Twister chicken wrap? Put a picture of it here. Bring it back, Colonel. 7-year-old Monica Salmon ate at KFC with her family and shared her food with both her mom, dad, and brother. Selfless. You wouldn't see my Porky Pig ass doing that. People were like, can I try yours? No. It's a fucking Twister, dude. Come on now. Order your own. They're $3, Mom. Go get yourself another one. They were all sent to the hospital soon after with salmonella poisoning. While her family eventually recovered, Monica suffered serious long-term effects. She spent 6 months in a coma and is now quadriplegic due to the brain damage inflicted to her. Oh my God. Which has removed her ability to speak. That actually made my stomach turn. Imagine having that happen to you because you uttered the words, I would like a Twister chicken wrap. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that is insane. KFC refused to compensate the family. Why? Why do these companies do? It's so frustrating. What? Us? You think you got it? We're not at fault here. That's weird. KFC refused to compensate the family, claiming that there was no record of the family purchasing this item from any of their locations.
Didn't have a receipt.
Yeah, do you have the receipt? Like, no, I can toss it or I put it in my, food bag. Okay, because usually everyone keeps the receipt. Yeah, or like the Colonel's in the bag. Ask them if they don't keep the receipt. Nah. This did not hold up in court, however, and a slew of poor hygiene practices at the restaurant were brought into question. But when you wash your hands, just when I shit. When I piss, it's just, I don't ever touch I just unbuckle my pants, I don't touch anything. I shake it off and I rebuckle it. So there's no point. I don't really have to wash my hands. You guys like, good point. Okay, that adds up. Due to the negligence of KFC, the family was able to win their case after a 4-week trial. That's short. That's very short, actually. Holy shit.
A lot of evidence
A
against
4-week trial, like, the Colonel's like, I was sweating. Oh, God. I should have put on deodorant. And the family was awarded $8.3 million. That doesn't seem nearly enough for having somebody get quadriplegic-sized and not even able to speak anymore from ordering a twisted chicken wrap from KFC. They should be burned down. The Colonel should be nailed to a stake and lashed to death. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh! That's what they take the chunks of his skin. That's what the double down's made out of. Oh! Okay. Over the years, you've probably heard stories of people finding strange objects from their fast food purchases, right? So I want to talk about some of the more egregious things that people have found. Because, you might see some stuff of like French fries. Oh, we're going to talk about some of the darker sides of those finds, okay? Like finding chicken heads. In the year 2000, Catherine Ortega from Newport purchased a box of chicken wings from McDonald's, only to find the head of a chicken inside. Beak, eyes, and all. It was a fried chicken head.
You think the worker saw it and was like,
Looks good to me.
I mean, what's wrong with it? What is it? I see that all the time. She's the only person that's complained. God, I kind of would have. I would have taken a bite. I think I definitely would have just been chomped at the neck a little bit. Done one of those, like a little donkey tooth thing. Peeling off the skin and shit. Like the bread, I mean, I'm not eating the meat, it's just the breading is good. She noticed this, and she was plating the food for her children to eat. She denied McDonald's offer for a replacement meal, stating, quote, I will probably cook at home from now on. I don't blame you. She never sued, likely because her lawyers insisted that a chicken head may not be considered a foreign object if it is served alongside with other chicken parts. I mean, dude, come on. It's a fucking chicken head. Also, that photo is haunting. The little chicken head like this. Peeks his eye open. In 2013, Laura Clark's 3-year-old child, Aubrey, swallowed glass hidden in her Subway sandwich in Peterborough, Ontario. Holy hell! I think she went in there a couple times. She was getting macked up on by one of the guys. Oh, Laura, this cold cut can be on the house if I can take that tonight. I'll pay full price. He's like, no problem. And then when he comes back in, he takes 2 wine glasses. He's like, shit. Spreads it in there. She was eating the turkey sandwich when she experienced a sharp pain. The glass had sliced up her mouth, tongue, and cheeks. The child began bleeding out the mouth the next day, but eventually recovered. However, this was not an isolated incident. What do you mean, how? In 2017, the Subway in Brownsville, Texas, served Sergio Tomás a sandwich that contained a large shard of glass. These cannot be random, isolated incidents. This has been planned. Like a Zodiac kind of killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The cold cut killer. That's what it needs to be.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Not bad. After biting down the sandwich, Sergio began chewing on glass. He realized what had happened and scrambled to the bathroom to wash his mouth before alerting a Subway employee. No, Tom. If it was me, if I bit into a big thing of glass, I mean, it would be a theatrical show. I mean, it would be... I mean, it would be like... I'd have 911 called.
You know what I'd do? I'd go up to the counter and just spit a huge wad of blood and glass at them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do too. I did one long drone. He told reporters, quote, I said you can look for yourself. So they looked at it and said, okay, I can get you another sandwich. He made one for me and didn't offer me a refund or an apology. Now that does sound like a fast food worker. So you just want another one? Oh, I can make you another one. Guys, well, goddamn, I'd like a song.
A YouTuber got inside the Kmart in Canal City, BRC. Nice. What did they find?
That was accidentally shattered before falling into a pile of meat. A manager insisted it came from a factory the meat was from.
I'm still waiting on to buy those tickets for the Sternwheeler cruises
What?
on the canal.
No, sir. No. Also, what does that mean? Like,
I need to get money or something.
Here's my next question. Where was the meat at? Was it on the ground, like in containers on the ground, or they're just like, meh?
When I first heard that, I think like
I need to go bathroom
there's like light up there. Wondering if that broke.
and get a drink after that.
They just like sweep it over their hands, and they're just like, all right, so you said
If you have any questions about wrestling,
because we have to talk about a nice
this video, let me know.
fell into the meats. In 2008, a New York man named John Agnesini filed a lawsuit against Subway after he discovered an entire serrated 7-inch knife baked into the cold cut trio sandwich. Baked! How do you take that from here? And you're like, weird looking. Okay, it's styrofoam. 26-year-old man was well into his meal, taking several bites before noticing that a sharp object was poking out of it. Okay, well now I'm kind of like, John, what the f*** are you talking about? Hold on. It's like a giant, like I think it's like a, is that like Persian sword? A scimitar. Giant scimitar sword. He's like, Prince Ali. He stated, quote, that's the last thing you think about a sandwich you eat all the time. Oh, we don't put that in. What the kind of quote even is that? What does that mean? Were they drunk when he messaged when they talking to him? So you found the knife. That's the last thing you think about a sandwich you eat all the time. What the f*** are you talking about, John? There was no apology made from the restaurant. I love that. I like how they're just like, we have nothing to tell you. You found a knife, dude. You got more than we asked for. What are we supposed to say?
You know what I think with those? If they say,
Well, they say sorry, I minced.
Hold on a minute.
Or whatever.
Oh,
There's no
I
apology
thought you
made for the
said
restaurant,
something.
pushing John to file a lawsuit on the basis of negligence impacting public health and safety. But while he sought after $1 million, he only received a take it or leave it offer.
Let's see what Wesley shared.
Okay, fine. I will say that.
Someone went to the. Okay, I got inside the abandoned Kmart.
Let's look at it. I don't know. Gives it like 2.
Nice.
I don't like it. Or we could talk about a woman who bit into a dead rat in her sandwich. In 2016, 46-year-old Ellen Manfelti, Ellen was dining at a Chick-fil-A. We got Chick-fil-A coming right now too. That's kind of.
If you have any
A
questions,
dead rat that snuck its way inside her chicken sandwich. How did it die so quick? It snuck its way. How long she was like, I'm gonna eat these.
let me know, Wesley, if you have any questions. I saw your message.
Lying there. After tasting something funny during her meal, she inspected the sandwich, assuming part of her bread had been burned. Upon dissecting the meal, it turned out the rodent was baked inside of the bottom bun, whiskers and all. She threw the sandwich on the table, telling reporters, quote, I basically lost my mind. I screamed! After getting a lackluster response to her complaints, she filed a lawsuit, seeking $50,000 for physical and psychological damages, as she apparently started seeing a therapist to cope with the new ground anxiety and inability to eat in the coming weeks. Yeah, right, dude. She's a big old girl, too. I can't eat. The therapist is like, so this was a positive for you. Don't put that in. She reported that she was dealing with intense nightmares since the incident as well. Oh my god, is that the rat?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look at that little son of a bitch. The verdict is not public, meaning it was likely settled out of court. They can definitely cut her. You can check those religious. It's just like, God's great with you. Leave us alone. So that makes sense. So the rat didn't crawl into her meal. That was baked into the bread. It's probably finger pawing around on some dough. Why not, dude? A little ratatouille action. It's all cute when Disney does it. Or a fried chicken lung found in the KFC meal. Now we're going back to KFC. Back. Where we're going back to McDonald's soon, I hope. In 2016, 30-year-old Mark Nichols was sold a 3-piece meal from KFC. And after biting into a chicken breast, he was surprised to find a lung. He told the Daily Mail Australia, it was disgusting. It was absolutely vile. He quickly spat out the rest of the organ and confronted a KFC employee. He was not offered a refund and told to contact customer service instead. According to a spokesperson, it could either be a lung or a kidney that was accidentally left on during preparation. Once again, we don't know if he did any suing, but the picture of that is fucking disgusting. You know how many people in the world that eat at fast food would just be like, like they wouldn't even know, they wouldn't care. I got this guy had the gall to be like, what the I think so many people in my family, like my mom, that fucking Billy Goat of a woman would just be like,
Okay, I made another soda stream drink.
I love the running theme of just like, no refund.
yeah, well, exactly. No. I got they're just like, call customer service, man. What are you gonna do?
Hey, I found a kidney.
I'm like, what? Or, this is one of my favorites, is the finger found in custard. In 2005, Clarence Stowers was eating dessert from Cole's frozen custard when he suddenly realized he was sucking and licking on an amputated index finger. Like, it's just like, What? When asked for a comment, he said, quote,
I thought it was candy because they put candy in your ice cream or whatever to make it a treat.
what are you talking about? How old are you? How old is this man? Clarence, are you 56?
Yeah, I'm just a kid though. I'm like a little kid.
He told a Wilmington television station on Sunday, quote,
So I proceeded to put the object in my mouth, got all the ice cream off of it, and spit it in my mouth.
The actor doing it.
Candy, why would you spit into your hand?
Wait.
Later, he declined any calls asking further comments as he began hiring a lawyer and figure possession to evidence from crime. He later discovered that the figure belonged to Brand Pfizer, an employee who had a serious accident on the job. He had dropped an entire line of custard and wanted to catch it, but his finger got caught in the custard
Yeah. Record machine. I knew he was only about 17. Then moving on, playing my favorite song. Until then I'm moving on. Then yeah, mate. Until then we're moving on. He was with me, yeah, mate. Saying I love rock and roll. Until then oh, sorry, hold on, I need the lyrics. I can't do this without the lyrics. Hold on. Let's try this again. It's called I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll.
Shrek cups had to be recalled for toxic metals being on the cups. Because in 2010, 12 million Shrek Forever After.
Now, I think I got this song down too. I saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. Our beat was going strong, playing my favorite song. I could tell I wouldn't be long till he was with me, yeah, me. And I could tell it wouldn't be long, he was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll. So putting a dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come take a time and dance with me. Hold on a minute, I want to move it there.
The fast food chain themselves, right? But here's the thing. If you're in one of these things, maybe find a food burger, test it. Don't sign sue. Bring up hashtag Olive Garden Gate, or I called it earlier. I'm just joking, don't do it, but seriously, you should go and tribute some Olive Garden. You should sue them. I'm joking. I'm joking that you would make a lot of money.
Hello there, people.
I'm just gonna end it there.
Let's see if the SEC is now on. Probably not. They're probably still trying to figure out who the next pope is. I know this is going to be a long ass video. It's probably over an hour now. Yeah, we're already over an hour and 7 minutes. Shit. Shit. Let's see what else I can find. right.
Reduce relapses, restore disability progression.
We take Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's just 2 times a year. A prescription for adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis. Ocrevus is proven effective in reducing relapses in RMS, slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
Don't receive Ocrevus if you have an active hepatitis B virus or have had a life-threatening allergic reaction to any of its ingredients. Tell your doctor about your medical history, such as Hep B vaccinations and colitis. Ocrevus can cause serious side effects. Some may be life-threatening or lead to hospitalization, disability, or death. Infusion reactions can happen with Ocrevus, as well as infections including respiratory, skin, and herpes. PML or brain infection can also occur. Testing for Hep B is a quick comeback and may cause serious liver problems. Other serious side effects may include breast cancer, colitis,
That's more progress? Progression?
Ask your doctor about Ocrevus.
At Johnston and Murphy, we've been mastering our craft for 110 years. Right over here. Still working on this. Bird just ran a baseball game, but they brought in to get some messages
Welcome to the road to the regatta.
And we're going to continue to see that for the rest of today. Unfortunately, not for the rest of the week, though. More thunderstorms expected. More day tomorrow and even into next
This
week.
morning I accidentally, what was it?
Got some better weather for the weekend. We'll talk about that in just a second. Our radar picture dry.
Never mind.
Yes, showers over central and western Kentucky are moving on in, but as they reach our area, they will fade away. Should be totally dry for the rest of the day, at least until the sun goes down. And we can talk about a few sprinkles. Just lower middle 70s overhead, lots of sunshine, warm conditions too, calm conditions, and almost 80. This is what we'll say, picture perfect day today.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his word, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song, embarrassed by the crowd. And then listened for a while, and then a stranger to my eyes, some of my pain with my fingers, singing my life with his words, killing myself with his song, killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life of his words, killing me softly, killing me softly.
3 degrees above
killing me softly with his song. Foxy Lady. Wow, Fang. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wow, Fang. Wow, Fang. Okay, I'm done playing the guitar for now. My hand is hurting now.